This video is about the Kapp-Lüttwitz-Putsch of 1920. This failed coup d'etat is named after General Walter von Lüttwitz and after politician Wolfgang Kapp. The two more main players, Erich Ludendorff and the officer Hermann Erhard. To the background. The First World War, or the hostilities of the First World War, ended with the armistice of Compiègne. During the end of the war, there was the November Revolution in Germany. And out of this revolution came the Weimar Republic. The Versailles Treaty, which formally ended the First World War, was perceived as a humiliation in Germany because of Germany's sole responsibility for the war, the loss of territory and high reparations. Furthermore, the forces, the pride of the empire, were limited. So it's not really a wonder that the military and conservatives did not really like the Weimar Republic. Out of the regular forces, right-wing and nationalist free corps were emerging. So two aspects of the free corps are important. There was the Baltic Free Corps that defended Latvia against the Red Army. That was supported by the German government and accepted by the victors of World War I, but when they were successful, Latvia was secured. This Baltic Free Corps was just cut off. Furthermore, there was the Naval Brigade Erhard, which was some sort of elite free corps. The Defense Secretary ordered the dissolution of the Naval Brigade Erhard. Erhard was now in touch with nationalist parties, and they had actually the same objectives. They wanted new elections and they wanted a direct ballot of the president. Now Erhard, for the first time, brought the option of a coup d'etat into play. The parliament dismissed the demands of the nationalists, and then General von Lüttwitz, the commander of the forces around Berlin, demanded from the president, from the Social Democrat Ebert, to stop the reduction of the forces, the dissolution of the free corps, and especially with regards to the Naval Brigade. Ebert said, "Not with me, mate," and he demands from von Lüttwitz to resign. He didn't do anything, and then he was released of his duties. Lüttwitz then ordered the Marine Brigade Erhard, the Naval Brigade, to march under arms to Berlin, and then he informed Kapp, past Ludendorff of the imminent coup d'etat. The regiments in Berlin, that was relatively early, that was clear. They would not fight for the government, they would not fight the Naval Brigade. In the night from the 12th to 13th of March, the Naval Brigade marched towards Berlin. So that was not a secret for too long, and the government met to decide what to do. They decided on a general strike. Furthermore, the Social Democratic members of the government fled to Dresden, then to Stuttgart, and they fled on the 13th of March, 06:15 hours. Just 10 minutes later, 06:25 hours, the Naval Brigade entered Berlin, marched through the Brandenburg Gate, and had everything under control. Kapp was proclaimed Chancellor, and the Reichswehr, the German forces, refused to act against the putschists. Allegedly, General von Seeckt should have said, "Reichswehr does not fire upon Reichswehr." But now the general strike, took effect, and the whole country came to a standstill. But there was also violent uprising, the Ruhr uprising, which first was against the Kapp-Putsch, but then they wanted to establish a dictatorship of the proletariat. That was a socialist uprising. Anyway, on the 17th of March, Kapp had the impression that will bring us nowhere, and he escaped to Sweden. The members of the government who remained in Berlin now negotiated with Lüttwitz and agreed to his demands. On the 17th of March 1920, after the agreement, Lüttwitz and his consultant Ludendorff left the Chancellery, and the Kapp-Lüttwitz-Putsch was over. The Weimar Republic was secured, but further weakened. The mentioned socialist Ruhr uprising was then crushed by regular forces and free corps. In fact, the Naval Brigade Erhard was dissolved in April 1920, but there were other organizations emerging, like the Organization Consul, which was responsible for several political murders. The trade unions supported the general strike, and they could push through social and political demands. The Weimar coalition, so the driving force for parliamentarian democracy in Germany, lost the next general election on the 6th of June 1920. That was the Kapp-Lüttwitz-Putsch in 5.